Good morning, traders. Again, I'm like 15 minutes late, but really, we don't take any trades normally before that. It just got, caught up in a phone call. So, what are we waiting for now? Let's go back. Let's go on the 15. See. 15 minutes. 9:30 takes out buy side liquidity, taps into this fair value gap, the 15-minute fair value gap that is, and right now it's rangy, basically. It did show some kind of movement to the downside, tapped into this 15-minute BISI. Twice pierced it here, tapped it over here. Now it's retracing back to the upside. I do think that it will take out this, at least this sell side liquidity resting below this fair value gap, which makes it a valid fair value gap. And let me go on to the 3 time frame screen. Come on. This is annoying. You see, this is again, ugly price action immediately after 9:30. We had some beautiful action earlier during London. Sorry, they're between Asia and London. This upside move and then this downside move were beautiful. Unfortunately, I missed both. I don't do London, Asia at around this time. I could have done, but I was asleep. And basically now we're just going to wait for liquidity to be taken out. I'm still kind of bullish on the week. We're still trading above weekly open, and that normally changes on a Tuesday. I think it kind of goes, if we go above weekly open on a starting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday most likely goes below it. It doesn't mean that it will stay below it, but it kind of goes below it. It may come back on Wednesday, come back above it, or just basically or stay below it for the rest of the week. My draw on liquidity, weekly draw on liquidity, is at 2337.75, resting above. Not this. This was my yesterday's draw on liquidity. We did not get to that. I'm gonna keep it here, and I'm gonna consider it today's draw on liquidity. This is my weekly draw on liquidity. We may or may not reach there this week. That is something that we are yet to find out. I don't know if those of you who use iPhone, but I just downloaded the new iOS 18, and boy, that's amazing. Look at that wick. Sweeps sell side, bounces off. Above sell side, we got this fair value gap. This over here is also buy side liquidity, which was swept, and it was previous day's high, which is basically yesterday's high, Monday's high. So both swept. I do expect price to trade further down. Let's just wait and see how this goes on. We do have news at around, I think we had news at around 10, around, yeah, like half an hour ago or more. No, we have news coming up at 10 in like 10 minutes, basically. CB consumer confidence, and let's see how price reacts during and post news. Go ahead, cut out the noise. Just in case those of you who are wondering, these red lines here is the high and the low of the first 5 minutes after 9:30 market open. I'm waiting to see, this is another thing I'm testing out, to be honest. This is another thing I'm waiting to see for price to break out of this low or break out of this high, retest it, and take an entry at the retest. Right now, this is a breakout, but I'd like to see a breakout, trade down a little bit, and then come back up. We've taken our previous day high, previous day's lows resting down here. Price may seek to take it out as well. Again, there is a fair value gap. That's a PDRA sitting in discount. This low, this high is our dealing range. We are still in premium. We are still above weekly open. And this is mostly why it gives me a little bit more confirmation that we should be going up ultimately. But before we go up, we may have to go down. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this. Stop loss would go here. Our take profit would probably be two R. Basically, if it were to go and retest it, that's where we would get in and get out. Just wanted to illustrate that for you guys. Since price is just going down rapidly, taking out, seeking this over here, already into that 15-minute, beautifully done. Look at that. We no longer need this. We are in this fair value gap. We're going to take this one out. We will probably take out sell side liquidity resting below this low on the 15 minutes. Nicely taken. Because I'm expecting it to take these relative equal lows. Boom. Heading for previous day low. We won't be needing this simulation anymore. Take that out. See these fair value gaps that I have drawn here? Basically knowing beforehand that price needs to be drawn to them. Huge move. I'm gonna take out these. Won't be needing this anymore. We are currently trading in discount, below the 50% level of the dealing range. We are also currently trading below weekly open. As I mentioned earlier, usually if Sunday and Monday start above weekly open, on Tuesday it normally goes below. It's not necessarily the case every single week. And Sunday and Monday, when it trades below, on Tuesday it tends to trade back up above it. So we've taken out all these relative equal lows. It's just beautiful how price is drawn to take out the lows after taking out the highs, especially when they're relative equal lows like this. And now we're just basically, to be honest, I expect price to trade even lower to take out previous day low. There's these relative equal lows resting here. Price will probably be seeking, especially after this big move to the downside. There will be a fair value gap created over here on the 15-minute, maybe retracement, bounce off of that, and then continue back to go lower. I will be back in 2 minutes. set a reminder. Five minutes. It's 10:07. See if we get ourselves a silver bullet. Again with the banging. Including here the IBH and IBL. Decent rejection so far. 3 minutes left on a 15-minute candle. My timer. Needed to grab something to eat. 15-minute candle closed below the 15-minute BC. I expect price to continue lower unless we see indication otherwise. Around 10 minutes before before IB is set. Again, for those of you who are not familiar with IBH, initial bounce high, indicated here by this green line. Initial bounce low indicated by this is the first hour between 9:30 and 10:30 New York AM time. That is EST, Eastern Standard Time. It's the range, the high and the low of that first hour. This I got from TBM, Trades by Matt, professional trader, very successful. Also streaming live almost daily, I would say. Probably streaming right now. Do go check it out. Check out the playlist that he's got showing how he takes his entries and what his setup is like. Basically, for those of you not familiar, after the 10:30, that's when IBH and IBL are set. They do not move anymore. And then if price breaks down, IBL, for example, waits for a retest, enters at the retest, the first very touch. Takes 5 to 10, 15 points or 101. Basically, very quick super scalp trades. From maybe $200, $300, $400 maybe a trade. He has 20 Apex 50K accounts. Across that, you do the math. And the same thing, if it trades back above IBL, retests it, takes a long. And the same vice versa over here for IBH. Trades outside it, retests it, takes a long. Goes back inside it, retests it, takes a short. Very, very, very small movements. Using only one mini contract. That's all he needs for this. He's got 20 accounts, 50K. And he's doing super well. I still have not come close to even mastering this. It's basically in the test process. I'm doing it now in this 25K challenge. Sometimes when I see it, I also do the 5-minute wake test sometimes. I think I've showed you in my previous video. For those of you who haven't seen it, please go back to my live stream playlist and you'll find it. I think I have one on day 6 or day 5. Make sure to go check it out, or just jump straight to TBM's live stream. If you are a super scalper, you prefer to scalp rather than ICT concept. I mostly trade ICT concept, especially for the 2022 mentorship model. we're heading to take out previous day low. Resting here, just above this fair value gap. These two relative equal lows, which I expect price to take out before trading higher if it were to do that. It's a waiting game. You want that perfect setup, the lowest risk. Really need to sit tight and just be patient. Do not accept anything less than.
RFM no tuning.
Do not accept, that's Alexa.
Welcome to TuneIn.
Alexa, desliga. So, damn, lost my momentum here. Yeah, just don't accept anything less than your you know, the rules of your setup. That's what you should. Don't, unless it checks all the boxes, do not enter. Three minutes for IB to be set. It'll probably, well, we never know, but so far it's set over here. Another important point regarding IB, if depending which one is set first, let's say in this case, today's case, IBH was set before IBL. So in this case, once it touches IBL, price will seek to test and go beyond IBH. In other words, we'll probably be looking for longs more than we are looking for shorts in that case. This is also based on TBM, and I really hope that I am explaining it as it is. And again, you want to basically double check, double confirm. Do go on Trades by Matt, TBM, his live stream, and his YouTube channel, also on Instagram. It's got a Discord. Basically, you go on YouTube and you'll find everything. All the links will be there. And you can see all his playlists where he shows his strategy setup. He's not a mentor. He does not teach. He does not sell courses. Basically, just trades. He has a community of super scalpers. At least I call them super scalps. Really quick base points. It takes seconds, if not maybe a couple of minutes. One minute left for IBA on IBH. So far remains as is. 2, 3, 1, and IBH, IBL set, boys and girls. I really would like to see PD previous day low taken out. That would just give me I'll be more comfortable in taking longs after that. I'm gonna mute my mic, just gonna need to take a quick call. Talk to you soon. Now these are the candles that nobody likes. 15-minute candles like this. Big wick here, another wick down there. And it's just basically moving up and down in the same place. And you can see it more vividly here. Tick, 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 tick. This is it, just bouncing back and forth. Even on the 5-minute. It's really ugly when you see a lot of wicks. You know? Jaggedy, as ICT calls it. It's even ugly to look at. And this is the part where people get frustrated with, and this is the part where a lot of people, especially inexperienced traders, just want to go in as soon as possible. They don't have that patience, and they just go in and they end up, being taken out. Be patient. Wait for the market to tell you or give you that sign. based on your setup in which direction it's going, and take that 1-to-1, 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. That's all you need, really. If you're doing NASDAQ, then micro, 1 micro. Just accumulating more cells and then to go down and take out previous day low right here. And this is the fair value gap that's sitting just below that. This here could be a potential wick test. It actually did test it over here. I don't know if it actually tested here first and then went up, but yeah, it did. It went down before and now it's testing it. So basically what TBM would do would set a limit like this. Let me simulate this for you guys. Get the hell out of my way. So yeah, the limit would be at the wick of this candle. This candle engulfs this candle. This goes, stop goes above this. And let's say your take profit would be around here. Basically, you choose. You can go just at the low of this candle. So you got from here 980 to 969, around 11 points. In this case, it not happen, but basically that's the idea. That's exactly the setup idea. That's the concept of it. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. And it's always on the 5 minute, by the way. I mean, at least that's the one he takes. He takes it on the 5 minutes. We did not take out previous day low. Missed it by three points. Two points and a little bit. 2 points and a quarter. That's how much we missed it by. I still believe that we will take it though. I mean, we get that close and not take it. I don't think that won't make sense at all. Okay, price goes back into the range, IB range. Another TBM setup. If it trades back, first test of IBEL, take a long 1-to-1 or 10 points or 5 points or 15 points, basically base points, really quick super scalps. Nice. If we do get a displacement on the 5 minute, closing above this low, this swing high, fair value gap forming somewhere around here, then we're probably won't be taking out previous day's low today, or no, maybe not now, and then we'll just probably be moving higher. I do not forget, let me point this out, we do have this 15 minutes SIBI over here. On the 15 minute, price up, displaces, market structure shift below this because this candle closes below this swing low, forms a fair value gap, a 15 minute SIBI, seems to be trading back into it, could reach up to here, even up to here with a wick, and then boom, trades down to take out previous day low. We did take out this sell side over here. Sweep by a wick. See how this 5 minute candle closes. Sure hope it does close above this swing high. taps into that fair value gap. Be nice if it pushes higher, respects this midway point of the 15-minute SIBI, takes out buy side liquidity resting above these highs. Just tapped into this. Actually, not yet. Thought maybe we'd be tapping into this bear shoulder block, but almost there. The 0.58 level. premium PD array, this 15-minute SIBI trades down, 50% of the dealing range trades below it, 15-minute BC sitting in discount PD in discount bounces off, trades up into this 15-minute SIBI now. Will it bounce back down and take out PD previous day high, basically represented here by PDL1, which is yesterday's, because I usually mark the last 3 days, its highs and lows? Or will it continue up to take out this very extremely smooth buy side liquidity sitting up with these relatively equal highs, almost basically less than a point between them, 2 points between these two highs, exactly 2 points. Very smooth. Price will most likely be drawn to it. Nice displacement here. Yeah. So far, we're definitely moving higher to take out the liquidity resting above here. I do think that before that it will trade down somewhere here, the next 15-minute candle, and then continue its move up. At least that's what I'd like it to see. Maybe into this fair value gap, and then boom up. mean, it could go even, it surely could go without us. It'd be a pity. We don't see I need some kind of retracement to go in long. Or some kind of rejection to go in short. I don't see a short anymore after this 15-minute candle close. Reason is because it closed above the midway point of that 15-minute fair value gap. So now I just want to see this straight down into maybe this fair value gap or this fair value gap. Preferably this one sitting up over here. Yeah. But price just wants to keep go higher.
Estado no momento a basezafone.
This 5-minute fair value gap, that's where I'd like it to trade down to if it were to continue the upside move or completely reject this and close below this fair value gap on the 15-minute. Just a reminder that we will end the stream at around 11:30. Whether we do get a setup or not. Unless we're in a trade, then if we're in a trade, we'll wait until we get out of the trade. And I will most probably, especially if I don't get a trade, I will most probably be trading later on, maybe PM session. This last 15-minute candle price kind of slowed down. Consolidating here, candle small compared to this candle here. Big move and then just basically stalled. And closing above this, just further confirmation that we are going to continue higher. If we get an entry somewhere around here off of a fair value gap, like basically from around, let's say here, all the way buy side liquidity, that should be enough for us, or maybe up to this fair value gap. I will be trading more than one micro contract today, maybe minimum 3, maybe 5, depending on the risk. Basically, I'm gonna have to wait and see the potential entry, and then I will decide how many my contracts will be using. this out. I'm gonna put in this 15-minute busy. We know there's a SIBI over there, so if it bounces back, strays down into it, we know that it will be tracing down, and also this SIBI turn into a inversion fair value gap. So basically price just, it did what it did on the way down. It just went straight down. Did not give us any entry. On the way down, it kind of gave us this one here, but to be honest, I mean the first 5-10 minutes of that 9:30, not an entry that I would normally take. And now it just goes up on a 5-minute, 15, just without retracement whatsoever. And just unfortunately that's not our setup, and I never ride basically don't ever chase price. Okay, guys, 5 minutes and we're ending the stream. Did not get an entry. This here probably could have been an entry, this fair value gap. I did not take it. I thought it was above the 50% level. I could have taken this and just gone straight up, but I was waiting for it to come down to this one over here. It did not. So price just basically left without us, and look at how it is here on the 15-minute. No retracement on the 5-minute, absolutely nothing. Even on the 1 minute, I mean, besides this little tiny retracement, and there's plenty of fair value gaps. Fair value gap kept. There's a breakaway gap, I would say, just basically kept unpierced. And as of that, I mean, there's small fair value gaps here, there that were not tapped into. So basically, our setup did not check all the boxes, did not check any box. Besides the displacement to the upside, market structure shift, otherwise absolutely nothing to look at here. And not willing to chase price and just hop on the ride, you know, hoping that it will just, you know, keep going up, even though I am absolutely sure it will take out buy side liquidity resting above these relative equal highs. Still, I need to follow my rules, my setup rules. If not, then I'm just gambling. So unfortunately, 3 minutes and I'm gonna end the stream. We'll see if we can get a retracement and maybe a nice entry off of a fair value gap of some retracement, of some sort, or maybe take out buy side and get maybe a fair value gap on a 15-minute and just keep going to draw to my preset draw and liquidity resting over here for the day, and one that's slightly higher for the week. Or maybe just take out buy side and just trade back down again, and we'll get that short. So, but as price as it is, no entry for me today. I'm gonna keep it as it is, and I don't want the stream to be too long. I mean, it's already 2 hours from 9:30. Well, 9:45 was like 15 minutes, so almost 2 hours long, and I don't want it to be much longer than this, especially without a trade ongoing. So it's just boring for me and for everybody else involved, anybody that's tuned in right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. For those of you tuned in, thank you. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please do let me know. Leave them in the comment section. And if you find this in any way helpful, you're looking for more, please do subscribe and hit the like button. Cheers, and I'll see you tomorrow, because as I will be live streaming again tomorrow.